law that streamlines the process for reasonable standards when it comes to wetlands in the state, so that we can get rid of the red tape and instead enforce what you want us to enforce in government, which is common sense. Not all the other regulations, not all the other red tape. We should be able to enforce common sense. Good public health, good public safety, clean air, clean land, clean water, but not all the other paperwork that historically has gone along with government regulations in the state. In a moment when I signed this is a good example. We realized that one of the biggest things I heard from many of you at the listening sessions we had around Wisconsin, was that government at both the state and the local level is all too often a barrier to economic development. But what we're going to sign in a moment is a great example of how government can be a true partner in economic development instead of a barrier. You see, to me, there's got to be this common sense balance out there. Certainly, I want clean air, clean land, clean water. In fact, if you look at our state's economy, the number one industry is manufacturing. Do you know what number 2 and number 3 are? Agriculture and tourism. So from our standpoint, it makes no sense to do things that help in one industry and have an ill effect on our farmers or our tourism activities or conservation activities out there. We want to have great land and great property and great assets out there. But to do so, there's got to be a balance between the two. And this bill is a great example of that. This is a good example of how we can bring our heads together, have a balanced approach, do things the Wisconsin way, and find a way to deal with the wetlands issue in a way that allows us to preserve and, in many cases, to expand the amount of wetlands that we have in the state through mitigation in a way that's open to the public for hunting and fishing and trapping and just observing our natural resources. And at the same time, removes the barriers we've seen in the past to economic growth and prosperity for our people. The two can go hand in hand. We can streamline the regulatory process so that we can enforce what is important, but enforce what's common sense, not what is just purely based on bureaucracy. So that's what we're going to sign in.